What do you think Burrow cards do if he wins? What do you think Burrow cards do if he loses?
Honestly, I think the Burrow cards have probably gotten a little bit ahead of themselves, even if he does win. If you win a Super Bowl, you win a Super Bowl. We have talked about this many times on the show. You set a floor, a new floor for your value as an investment if you win a Super Bowl, if you win a championship, because that can't be taken away from you. Mahomes will always have at least one Super Bowl. He'll always have the MVP. You know what I mean? Like
Flacco too, Trent Dilfer too.
Yeah, well, Trent will always have a Super Bowl, but he never did anything else. You know what I mean?
He's a
Burrow
great
loses
analyst
Super
on ESPN. Don't be disrespectful.
Burrow wins the Super Bowl, he's a Super Bowl winner, right? And you only have, during the course of a career, you only have, 10, 12, 15, unless you count Brady, 37 times to potentially win a Super Bowl. So I think it's big for his cards because it sets a higher floor for his cards than otherwise. And I think the floor is lower. Obviously, if he loses the Super Bowl, lots of quarterbacks have lost Super Bowls.
I think he wins the Super Bowl. I think the Bengals win. I think the same thing that happened with Mahomes cards happens, like that post Super Bowl dip. And I actually think Burrow's best days are in front of him because if you guys remember him on LSU, he's a really accurate quarterback. He's got a lot of tools to be a good quarterback. I think what's hurt him this year from being elite on the Mahomes level in terms of performance is his offensive line. And I think that if they go on really rebuilding that offensive line and they know what they need to fix, dude, I think that his best days are actually in front of him.
Okay. You cannot argue with cool under pressure. If you go back to his college time, he's had 7 postseason games, including this season and what he played in college. Postseason, after the regular season, bowl games, you name it. He's 7-0. The kid has never lost a game that mattered. That's what you want, taking snaps for you. So, say what you want about him.
Weapon is? For me, I don't think he has a cannon. Look out.
Jamar Chase.
But I think he's very accurate. Well, I'm not asking you about his weapon. I'm also
I know what you meant. I was making a joke. So what I think his best weapon is, quarterbacks, there are 2 categories. Happy feet, calm feet. Forget about the arm for a second.
Okay.
Quarterbacks either have happy feet or they have calm feet. When they're in the pocket and the pressure's coming, you got the Lamar Jackson whose feet are happy, like the penguin dancing. He's always doing this. He's always doing this. Even before the pressure's there, he's always kind of moving. He's always running around the pocket because he's going to either take off, he's going to scramble. Patty Mahomes actually can do a little bit of both, but he doesn't get his happy feet until he needs them, right? Burrow, calm feet. Stands there, knows the pressure's coming, doesn't get antsy, doesn't get happy feet, right? Even after being injured and coming back, and you're going to be a little gun shy, stood in there, took a hit, gets hit below the knee, gets hit on the knee where he was injured, stands there, takes a hit, delivers a pass. Because in the NFL, the players on both sides of the ball are faster than you could ever imagine. The speed of the game between the college level, where you're playing with people who are amazing, yourself included, a college athlete, to take that next step and go from a college athlete to a pro athlete, where now it's the best 1% of the people who were playing it at such a high level already in college. The speed of the game is amazing, and the window to fit the ball in is so small. But if you have that pocket calmness that Brady has, that Joe Burrow appears to have, you deliver that ball in that window. The guys who have the happy feet, who are not able to do that, they miss that window a little bit. Rodgers, I love that he can scramble. But he also, if he needs to, he stands back there, he delivers that pass down the sideline, he takes a hit. A lot of these quarterbacks, if you watch the game, I started watching these games about, for investment purposes. You see the quarterbacks, you get to see their touchdown pass. You know who doesn't see the touchdown pass? Most of the time, the quarterbacks don't see that touchdown pass being caught because they're on the floor. They're on the ground because to deliver that pass down the sideline, 40 yards on a P, just on a rope, they have to stand in there and get smacked. And they get
For
knocked
that
backwards.
extra
They're on the
split second.
ground. And you get to watch on TV or from the stands the ball fall into DK Metcalf's hands or whoever's catching the ball while the quarterback is, scraping a defensive lineman off of him and hearing the cheers.